welcome to the next video of Twixt the Reel. We've just made the journey up to Dundee to the new Odeon Luxe, and today we've got our mother with us, who's just gone in. I thought she was going to be in the video, but she didn't bother. We're going to see 1917, is that right? Yeah, I always get that wrong. We come here because the film's a bit long, and this new Odeon's supposed to have reclining seats. So we're going to see what it's like. I'm going to try and film on my phone so you can see inside the cinema, just in case you've never been to, well, we haven't been to one of these ones before. We'll show you it as well. And we'll let you know what it's like when we come back. Right, so we've just seen the film, and get out of the way. What did everyone think of the cinema?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it.
I
loved the seats.
Yeah, it was nice. It was super comfy.
I still fidgeted a lot. I felt that like my ankles, because I'm quite tall, my feet were hanging off the end, so it made my feet go a bit funny.
Made it go back a bit. Only thing I didn't like, it was so cold in there.
Yeah. Did you think the air conditioning was on?
Next time I'm going to bring a fleece blanket with me.
Yeah, but
super fancy though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, wouldn't it? It seemed to, and everything, all the carpets smelled nice and clean. That won't last long in Dundee.
The seats were amazing.
I was a bit gutted that they weren't white leather though. I kind of wanted the white.
I didn't know what they were.
Yeah, in the pictures they're all like sort of like white cream leather.
Colour.
But then I suppose that gets dirty quicker, doesn't it? So I don't suppose that's such a good idea. But no, yeah, this is definitely, if we're seeing films in the day, I'd rather drive up here to go.
Yeah, so would I.
But when we go after work or in the evening, I think it's easier just to go down.
No one picking the back of your seat because there was such a big gap.
Yeah. But what do you think about the film? I thought it was really good.
It was amazing.
The I was trying to find where the seams were for the changing of the, because they were doing one shot, weren't they? But obviously they couldn't always do one shot for the whole film. They had to change. But the first like 25 minutes, I couldn't see anything. It was literally.
Yeah, they did some smooth editing on certain parts.
It was absolutely ridiculous. I think it did make a difference though. Like
the big long battles. It was.
Yeah, it made it
crazy.
It feel like it was all going in a. It was like one sort of flow, wasn't it? Yeah. Instead of like cuts, you never really know what's happening, sort of when. But what I didn't get is when he gets off the transport outside the village, and that guy starts shooting him from the window. Where were the people in the truck? Because you didn't hear them.
They drove off.
They probably drove off, yeah, because they left him, didn't they, to cross that river?
Yeah, but you didn't hear him drive off, and then you thought, hearing gunshots, they would have got off and fired back. I don't know.
I think it's sad because it shows you that war is just a waste of time. It's just people dying for nothing.
Yeah, of course it is, but it's...
I mean, in that First World War, it must have been awful.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to show you, like the trenches were so tight and everything. I thought the German trenches were much better than the English ones.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
the German uniform was a lot nicer than the English.
Yeah, they had their bunk beds and everything with springs and mattresses, and they had like the bottom layer wasn't dirt, it was concrete. Ours were like
mud.
Trunks, like logs, weren't they? Pressed up into the mud.
Everything they had was sort of posh, and
they even had pissing rat sort of deterrents. Like they had those things hanging, so the rats would go for them while they weren't asleep. That's what they were.
Yeah.
They're filled with like old food. Well, that's such a simple, genius idea that we didn't fucking have.
Probably.
How ridiculous.
They were a lot posher.
That's the thing I think that hit me the most when they went in that thing, and I was like, hang on a minute. It's like we're sleeping in the dirt, and they're sleeping on fucking mattresses. What the fuck is that? They had tins of food. He kept saying he was hungry at the beginning, you know, the Blake. But everyone was eating as he was walking past. And then that guy took off his backpack, and it was full of food. So why are they always hungry?
You didn't ever see him eat or anything, did you?
Well, they had that little bit of bread. But I thought that was a bit weird to keep saying that he was hungry and everyone was eating and the guy was carrying food on him on his back, like his rations. I know the rations in World War One were, you know, crap, but
I don't know. I remember mentioning about Turkey. But that was about it.
Oh, I think that's because in a week they were supposed to be flying home.
Yeah, it was Christmas or something.
Yeah, and he said that something about it was cancelled, didn't he? But no, I think the whole one scene thing worked exactly how he wanted it to work. And
it was filmed amazingly.
It was crazy to think that one shot where they went through the trenches, because obviously there were sets, weren't they? So the sets must have been miles long. Like
and there must have been something for the cameraman to follow.
Oh,
but then it went behind him and then went in front of him. Have you actually seen it?
Yeah, we just a bloke running along with a camera. Then he hops on a truck and then he jumps off. Then he circles around.
And then they put him on a crane. There's a guy like guiding him. He's walking backwards, and there's a guy used for it as his eyes. And he gets on the crane, and the crane lifts him and puts him out.
And then the camera pans round, and he's then in front of him.
I mean, they must have dug out like entire fields and like built that town and stuff like that. It must have been ridiculous.
But it was nice to see that, because he started, they were at that tree, weren't they, sitting under a tree?
Yeah, and it ended by a tree.
By a tree, but between that, it went from nice grass and everything like that to this dirty, covered in blood. The grass is destroyed, potholes, and then it goes back to like it's mental. How you can go from one extreme to the other. Because he's like, oh, he's sleeping under a tree, that's quite nice. And then he's putting his hand in the middle of a German's dead body.
Oh.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting.
There was just bodies everywhere. How would they have ever accounted for anyone?
Well, they didn't. I think they gave up. They just buried over the top of them.
Yeah, I presume dead, I suppose, if you went missing.
Absolutely crazy.
Sad.
But his brother that he went to find, that's the guy that played Elton John's manager,
film.
wasn't it? Yeah. It was, I thought it was.
Yeah, then it was old.
You know, his manager that he's bumming the hell out of. He was in something else as well. That was quite, I don't know, but yeah, that was him. I couldn't believe it. Mark Strong was in it for very long. Actually, to be honest, none of them were in it for very long, were they?
No, because he said he wanted unknowns to play the main and just like a couple of famous people dotted around as like secondary.
Yeah, Cumberbatch had his scar. I just think he got that fuck off. I thought it was quite funny. I see what Jim said about as well, that he said about that guy at the beginning that hands him the flare. He's sort of like the sort of comic relief before the sadness. When he's like, oh, we don't have a lot of these, so when it stops firing at you, throw it back. That was quite good. But no, I thought it was really good. I did a really good job, and it's definitely one of those ones you should see at cinema. I think it would still be. It would have still been good but seeing it up on the big screen, because you got some scenery there that is just
like the tension's so tight for everything that when a gunshot goes off, it makes you fucking jump.
When the explosion went off in the trenches, I actually jumped. I absolutely shit myself when it fucking went off. I swear I could feel
bloody
it.
rat.
But there's that. If I had known, it was an extra $2.50 to go to the iSense.
What was the iSense?
It's like surround sound, super. Like I bet there was like things in your seat where you could hear it, so you were like right there. I thought I would have liked to have seen that with that. It seems like something you'd want to feel like you're actually standing next to him.
Well, I'd go see that again.
Yeah, I would too actually. Although I felt the bit with the little girl was a bit boring. I was a bit bored by that. When he found the girl and the baby.
Yeah, why though? Why were they left behind? They were French.
No, they're just hiding, didn't they? That's their village. They're just hiding. But yeah,
I thought they were in Germany though, but were they in France?
Yeah, it was in France.
Yeah, World War One was it? Yeah, they were in France.
Oh.
They never fought in Germany.
No, they didn't make it to Germany. But no, I just felt I can understand why he was trying to show the people hiding in their own village, and that
I thought it was alright.
The bit with the milk. To me, if I saw a milk that hadn't gone off, that means someone had been there recently.
Well, I guess they all recently cleared out because the Germans.
Oh yeah, that's what the point.
Kicked that bucket over and the fire was still going.
Yeah, so it hadn't been long.
Yeah, they hadn't been long.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you know, you dip your finger and taste it. If it's not sour, it's fine.
But I mean, milk is quite warm when it comes out fresh anyway, isn't it? It's not.
I don't know how long it lasts.
It's not. Milk. It doesn't come out chilled. It's not. Cows have got an internal chilling system.
I thought that about that woman. Where would she get milk to feed that baby then?
That was just happened to be luck. Like that sort of luck that is only in a movie. Like there's no way that is.
Yeah, they set that up.
But no, yeah, definitely go see that at the cinema. But I was thinking to myself, Jeff would have cried about 4 times during that film. Like especially at the,
beginning.
20 minutes in, yeah, you'd have crushed it. But
alright, it was good.
Well, this is Mars Edition. I don't know if she'll be in any more of them.
I just want to come back to the cinema. Those seats were amazing.
I don't know what the next film we'll be seeing, but hopefully it'll be Friday.
Bad Boys is the 17th. I don't know if that's the
So I haven't
the
seen
next
the other
one.
two of them.
Oh, see, that might be the next one we go to see, then that'll probably be like Friday.
I'll have to watch the other two.
Yeah. But if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and then we'll just catch you next time.
Bye.